How you doing? Hey, today we're just going to stop into Pershing Square and check out the skating rink and check out some things that have come up through construction. So I got the annual Christmas tree. I watched them deliver it, and I watched them take pretty much the entire tree apart and rip off all of the limbs and stack them neatly. And they actually reassembled the tree very nicely. So they got about maybe just under half the park cordoned off for the new low budget improvements to the park. So it used to be the escalator. So they kept the orange trees, which is awesome. So everything on this side of the park is pretty much the same as it's ever been. And there's not going to be a whole lot of changes done, so it's not going to be a drastic improvement. It's more like going to be piecemeal. $20 general admission. There's Beethoven all alone, staring at the corner. I'm gonna take a peek. So it looks like there's about 4 feet of topsoil put on top of, I assume that's the bare ceiling to the parking deck. So they've completely removed all of this concrete hardscape, and it was a lot of work. Solid concrete. So this whole side of the park, these ramps I believe are staying. So don't expect any master planned renovation of the place. It's being done kind of piecemeal, and I'm actually in favor of it because this is the cheapest way to do it now. Getting some low-hanging fruit by tearing out some of the hardscape that is kind of perplexing and doesn't really make sense for any sort of logical purpose in the park. So there we go, almost level on this side, and it leads to stairs on the other side. A couple steps here, so it looks like it's just regular old topsoil put on top of the concrete roof of the parking structure underneath. And one last look. So this orange wall right here is basically, this is what they've been jackhammering out for weeks and weeks and weeks. And that is, again, solid concrete. So it's a lot of work. I think there's usually about 4 or 5 guys working on it a day. So, I mean, realistically, it's the cheapest way to do it. Rip out some of the hardscape and maybe we'll have a blank slate. Maybe we'll get around to it. But I don't want to see anything master planned if it's not going to be implemented properly, and if there's going to be budget constraints and weird things that didn't pan out the way they liked it to. So I'd almost like it better if they just ripped it out piece by piece and put it together as future purposes sees fit. And nobody asked, but my preferred way to go would be not complete removal of the parking garage, but maybe removal of a level of the parking. Essentially take the roof of the park and put it on the first level down of the parking garage, and making it more of a space that kind of brings you in instead of lifting you up on a pedestal, because it's not much of a pedestal.